end effects, the effects that you have in the output where it comes through all over through the background and the foreground of the Mondrian painting system. For first, we have a trio Rocco. It looks like that, and it looks a little bit like an illusion of an artistic, like comic effects are, and you can put this, you can powering that by slicing that all with something like that, the second effect. You can use the second effect for itself also. You can use these effects together with some foreground or background effects together also. And then it's a very strange happening in the end. You see, a lot of differences. You can use that. So it's maybe a bit much. And we go back to the quite normal. And now you see, when you starting first time one of these plugins, the animation from the tunnel rules in the background a little bit, but not all of that rules. But I can show you for that you very fast can start the animation of the foreground and background, of the foreground lining and paneling things. There you have this button, the global play, and when you toggle this global play, you see they comes quick and fast, and you don't have a lot to do. But you can also stop that by a pause. So you can also start just one of the things. Now I start just the panels they animate, the color panels they just animate. And now you know a lot of the options and how you can work with that and how you must start the animation. You know the principal works of this plugin. And I have done a little bit of pre-work for you. It's like presets. For normal, we save the presets here in the plugin, but this is a bit the problem for some of my works in Wire. Some of that they don't like to work, because I work a lot by timelines and stuff like that. And if you use timelines, the timeline in Wire is different, and that the presets works in Wire and in Arena together in the same way. They don't use this timeline options. When you set options, timeline options here, they don't work in the preset because they can't exchange to Wire, and so they let it out. It's very stupid, but it is. So I make you presents here, and now you can go forward. Every one, when you toggle first time, don't forget to start the animation. You just have to do once a time. Maybe after longer time they stopped. When it's done, when they stopped after a longer playing time, then you can restart that by the restart button here. Line restart and the restart for the panels here. You can restart the panel and you can restart the line. So if they some time will stop. So don't forget, every first time when you come in when you start up fresh the arena and the composition here, then you must start first all these different setups of the same plugin quickly by this global play button. So I do this for you once a time, and then we go a little bit softer through all that different setups. But I made that so you have something like presets that you can start very quickly with this plugin. So you can do by yourself a lot more. So now this is the ground, the basic, the default. And then I make a flipper for you, where is the flipper effect, the main dominated thing. Then I make one Skylab. I called this preset or setup of the plugin because it's sky blue, so cyan blue, and with that is very nice for summer times, summer parties or something like that. But all that colors is very nice for summer or inside of the house in winter. It gives warm. I think it's a very good combination of coloring with this orange in because of that I put the orange in. This makes the difference of all this color system. And here a sphere metro, and then something like for ecologic people with a lot of green stuff inside, green lines and green fields and green background things, something. It's also the base here. We have also very well the three basic color of the coloring systems for monitors, RGB, red, green, blue. You can find. Then we have a C safety. It's a little bit psi style, a little bit, not so much, but a little bit psi style. Mondrian cannot be very hard psi, I think so, or it's not Mondrian. But this maybe can remember a little bit back to Mondrian, but is a little bit also Psi is a mix of that. So this is very wild, a wild thing, and Tux Comics, I called that Tux Comics. It's a wild thing, and this is a slow one for slower music scenes or slower parties or ambience times. And then we have Nebular or something like that, but here it's the only one that I was thinking not to animate the foreground and the background, so we get the pause inside, and